Hello, 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 hello. Shh. Ah. Welcome to Words Have Power. My name is Shelley. Ah, there I go, knocking everything over. Shoo. Hey, Caddy, how you doing? Okay, I have to share the things and do the stuff. Hey, Hatter, how you doing? Did that say it? Hopefully. Okay. I'm doing good. It's been a busy day. Got a lot done today. Hey, Violet Witch. Hey, Josh. How you doing? Hopefully everyone's doing okay today. Always, every single time, I have the goofiest picture. Every time. You were a couch potato today. I'm jealous because I was not a couch potato today. At all. I got all kinds of stuff done around the house. I was gonna go find food, but not now. I mean, if you're on your phone, you can still go find food, yeah? Maybe? Um, okay. I did that and that, and got like 4 things going at one time. Where am I? What is happening? um, I don't know if that's actually allowed, but I guess I'll figure it out. What is happening? Alrighty, let me get back over here to y'all. Yeah, I know, Shamir. It's okay. I was sharing the things and doing the stuff, so that always takes a minute. Facebook was fairly fast today, so that's cool. Motorcycle, right? That would make it difficult. I get you. Although they have helmets now that where like you can hear stuff. Sounds dangerous to me, but Hatter, you are goofy. I get what you're saying, but you're still goofy. All right, so how's everybody doing? Don't forget to go from top chat to live chat if you want to keep up with the actual chat. Oh, the notifications on my computer. Yes, I am, Cindy Lou Who. All right. So I feel like my brain is half melted because I've been looking at this whole Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing. For background, this is part of what I used to do. I used to help people build cases against stalkers, right? And I've seen 3 cases like this where there are 2 people and they're both saying they have the stalker and the other person is the stalker, right? So, hey Cindy Lou Who, how you doing? And Christ Conflict. Right on. Right on. Dude, I was sweeping, mopping, scrubbing, is just cleaning all day. And my arms feel like they're going to fall off. So, doing stuff around a house when you have chronic illness is difficult, but I get it done. So, all right. So I've worked on 3 cases like this before, and all 3 of them were a nightmare. They are one of my least favorite things to look at. Like if you're talking about true crime and all that. 9 subs till 3. Really? I stay away from the dashboard. I don't know if y'all know that, but I don't look at that because that'll trigger my OCD. So typically, I'm not checking on those kinds of things. Hey, Barrett. Barrett. I'm gonna say Barrett, maybe. How you doing today? Okay, so I can't stand anything involving a child being harmed. You're going to notice on here that I don't talk about children being harmed. That is for my own mental health. I can't handle the thought of a child being hurt. And the younger the child is, the more I can't do it. Also, these types of stalkers, I do not like them. Why? Because it's so hard to figure out who's doing what, who the actual stalker is. It can be really difficult to untangle and unravel the whole thing. Okay. So I went through and I watched a bunch of Emily Artful's videos and kind of compared and contrasted, because one of the allegations from Emily Artful was that Creepshow Art was actually kind of basically plagiarizing her, right? Yeah, Violet Witch, I can't. That's like a rule of this channel. I can't do it. There are problems with Creepshow Art. I, at the moment, am subscribed to both Creepshow Art and now also Emily Artful, because I'm not sure who's doing what. So, hey, Christ Conflict. Mommy. What? What's that? Are you going to take over my stream? Yeah. Are you going to say hi? Hi. That's the microphone. That's where you speak. That's the camera. That's where you look. And that's us right there. Okay? Hi. Can you go sit in your room? That's where we sit. That's where we talk. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Goofy. Okay, so one of them eventually is more than likely going to be found out for being the problematic person, right? Hold on, baby. Remember, we talked about this. I'm gonna stream.
Okay.
Where's your Kindle? Go watch your Kindle.
I don't know.
It's in your room, on your table. Okay, so one of them eventually is gonna be shown to be the problematic person, right? Or it could also be a third party causing problems. That could be a possibility. But it would be more probable that it's either Creepshow or Emily.
What is that?
That is your laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah, remember? You open it.
Look, all the numbers.
Uh-huh.
Look.
I know. Here, go play in your room. Go play in your room. You want a baby wipe?
Yes.
I have baby wipes stashed everywhere. Hey JJ, how you doing? Go in your room. Okay, so cases like this are really difficult because actual stalkers will go out of their way to try to make themselves look like they're not the victim, or they're not the stalker, right? So in this situation, you have more than likely you have false victimization going on. You have a diaper bag for your dog? No. Remember, we have to keep them on low setting. Go in your room. Go in your room, baby. So false victimization, a lot of toxic people do this. Was accused of double stalking. That sucks. That really sucks. False victimization, like a lot of different kinds of toxic people will do this. You know, like the mother-in-law who's really the abusive one, but you know, she's always just being treated badly by everyone else. Or KJ, there's a lot of false victimization there. I can go on and on and on with examples of that. Baby, turn that down, please. The toys, they make noise. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey. Peach. That's a peach? What is that? Hold on. What is that? Let me see.
That's a peach.
I don't know what that is. What is this? Okay. Mother-in-law story all too well. Yeah. Or even like the coworker who's sick all the time and calls in sick. And I had a coworker who she told me that when she went to the hospital, her potassium level was at 0. Now, if your potassium level is at 0, you're dead, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, yeah, it's false victimization. There are different forms of it, and different types of toxic people will use this, right? So with this Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing, it is going to be complicated. Emily Artful is saying she has receipts and she's going to come forward with them and she's going to share them with everyone, which would be good at this point because the things that are being, the things that Creepshow Art allegedly said are horrible. They're foul in many different ways. Y'all know I don't share receipts like that on here. there are tons of content creators who are sharing them. There's Truth Sleuth, Tipster, I think Charlotte on the web also shared some. You open a window for like 5 minutes in Louisiana and you're going to get a bug. So it's really problematic when two people who seem to be respected in their communities are behaving this way. And personally, I really liked Creepshow Art. I really liked her content, and I watched it every once in a while when I had time. You know, you just never know with people. One thing people should think about, either way, no matter what way this goes, for Creepshow Art and for Emily, Artful, they should both look into therapy for handling and dealing with this. Doesn't matter who the stalker is or isn't, because having a stalker is really, really stressful and traumatic. Yeah. 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 So when she called me, I was like, oh, my potassium's at 0. I was like, then how are you speaking to me? You must be a vampire. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, that one. Conflict, you are funny. Oh yeah, this coming week we're gonna start working on more merch, by the way. So yeah, potassium does a lot, though. Yeah, I mean, I liked her voice, I like the way she spoke was good, but not so much anymore. Good Lord, that's kind of amazing. I wonder how often that happens. Okay. So, for anyone out there who has a stalker, if you know you have a stalker, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Tell them you don't want to interact with them, you don't want to talk with them, you want nothing to do with them. Then say nothing more to them. Don't ever speak to them again. Don't say hi, bye, or fuck you. I keep saying this for a reason. They can present themselves as being nice people. They've changed, they got therapy, they're rehabilitated, whatever. They've grown up, they're better, etc. Hey, Kentucky girl. Hey, Wanda Stevens. The reality is, more than likely, they're just going to continue. And if you already were a focal point and they're trying to contact you again, that means they have not changed. And they're just going to continue. So do not engage with them. It's not going to go well. It isn't. So it's kind of like an addiction in a way. One person becomes addicted to another person for whatever reason. So then if they're trying to contact that addiction again, that means they're relapsing, right? That's what that is. So if you know you have a stalker, you know who that stalker is, and they contact you, don't say anything. Just take that email, put it in a file, leave it alone. If you have a stay away order against them, just let them pile up in that file that you've created. And every time, call the police. File a police report. You need the documentation with law enforcement to show that there's a problem, especially if it's any kind of correspondence that is of a threatening nature. So threats to do great bodily harm, threats to your life, a loved one's life, threats to harm you in any way. Those are the main ones you want a police report for. Where are you going? um, so, hey, what are you doing? I need that for my feet. You gonna say hi? No? Okay. You want that? All right. Go ahead. Okay, so you want to create your personal paper trail of all the correspondence and also with law enforcement. What are you doing? Big boy. Right on. I got you. I got you. Where'd you go? Oh, God. I'm sorry for the scream. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about that scream. That was intense. Hey, Ballistic, how you doing? Don't scream. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Oh boy. Right on. If you're wearing earbuds though, I'm sorry, but okay, so I hate to say this, but it's true. A lot of the time you have to build your own case against a stalker. Law enforcement doesn't, in most jurisdictions, doesn't take stalking seriously, not even remotely as seriously as they should. I'm glad to hear that. So to whoever is the actual victim of the stalking, if it's Creepshow Art or if it's Emily Artful, they should go to family and friends that they trust and ask for help. Because every stalking victim I've ever seen needs a good infrastructure of people around them who care about them. If you self-isolate, it's just like with DV or any other kind of abusive situation. If you self-isolate, it's going to do more harm to you psychologically. Humans are not built to be in isolation like that. So don't close down. Don't push everyone away. Document everything. Yep. Yes, indeed. Exactly. Exactly. And it may be difficult for, if you're a victim of a stalker, it may be difficult for you to explain to law enforcement what is happening because of the psychological trauma that's going on, the stress, it's difficult to form words or even to speak for some victims. All right, so I reached out to one of the people I worked for, and they actually gave me permission to talk about their situation. Names are going to be left out, location, nothing particular to that individual person. Yes. Yep. I mean, some people, like I'm naturally an introvert, so I'm actually really good on my own, but it's still not a good idea, but right. All right, so this one victim, he he went out to check his mail. That's all he did. And a neighbor across the street had a relative over, and that relative saw him and began to stalk him. But that stalker said that he was the stalker. Now, this was before everyone had a PC, everyone had a cell phone, which is a computer, right? This is before social media and all that jazz. So in many ways, that was kind of a good thing for this guy, because she didn't have any correspondence or anything from him, but he had all of it from her. And this was really serious stuff. And he also had witnesses to her behavior, thankfully. And back then, also one thing to consider is that they didn't have the stalking laws. You know, I think there were stalking laws in like Hollywood, you know, for celebrities, but it wasn't like a prevalent across the country thing at that time. And he ended up, you know, over the course of this happening, he was arrested twice. He was released each time, thankfully, because it took a minute for law enforcement to realize what was going on. The person who was stalking him was delusional. I don't want to go too much into that, but once that person was in a facility getting treatment and medications, this is one of the situations where the person was like, what in the hell was I doing? You know, yada, yada. That stalker side of that person wasn't the actual them. That was the mental illness. Am I saying that's what's going on with the Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing? No, I couldn't say that. But this is what happened for this victim and the stalker. True. Right. I get you. I went through that too. So, yeah, that can happen. Wow, that's a lot. Hey, turn that down, baby.
No, Dad.
Okay, hold on. Look, you gotta turn it down when I'm on the stream. Here. Go ahead.
But my Kindle needs a baby wipe.
Uh-oh. Your Kindle needs a baby wipe. Are you gonna clean your Kindle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are so smart. You know right where they are. All right. Good job. Here you go. Go in your room. Good job, baby girl. Okay. The chat just jumped. Yeah, see, at first, with that victim, law enforcement didn't believe him at all. They thought that he was having an affair with the person or something, and then of course thought that he was gay, none of which was true. Like, it was how men can be treated when they have a stalker is just really messed up. I'm trying not to cuss, but it's not right. Yeah, if like there are a number of things that you should do, especially like if you can put cameras up and catch the person on camera. And if law enforcement chooses not to do anything, go to the media, go to your local news. I mean, why would it agitate the situation? You're living in a place, you have a lease. Do you have a lease? Because if you have a lease, you have to take legal action. You can't be nice about it. You cannot be nice about it. We might have to talk about that on Discord. Yep. Yeah. That too. You know, your landlord does not have the right to have some third party just doing whatever to you, and that's not okay. I mean, with stalkers especially, a lot of the time, yes. Canada. See, I don't know the laws in Canada. You're going to have to look in your local jurisdiction, especially like by province and all that. If you have any kind of women's advocacy group, they should be able to help you with a stalker as well. Well, that's good. That's the best case scenario. That is good, Violet. Okay, so for the second victim of a stalker that I'm going to talk about, this is I'm trying to show how different kinds of stalkers can be. All right, so we're going to compare and contrast one kind of stalker, who tries to do the false victimization. They're the victim, it's really them, and they put that victim through hell. This guy was arrested twice. I mean, and he was just grabbing the mail, right? Okay, so this other victim, she was a waitress, and the stalker saw her working in this restaurant. He would always sit across the restaurant from her. He never sat in her section. And she worked her last day at this restaurant. She started working at an office. And yeah. So the last night that she worked was an unexpected night. It wasn't scheduled. She took over somebody else's shift. And apparently the stalker didn't know that. So he broke into her house. When she came home from work, from her shift, she noticed that pieces of window were out next to the locks on the doors. She noticed, and she also noticed that the lights were off in a weird way in her house, in her apartment. And she could see a person backlit walk from the bathroom to the bedroom across the hallway, like something out of a horror movie, right? So yet again, this is before cell phones and all of that. So she ran back thankfully she took a cab. She ran back to the cab and told the cab driver what was happening. And the cab driver called it in over his car radio. Hey, Adelaide, right? I'm just going to say right because that's a hard word to say. Hey, selfie queen. All right, so the cops show up, and, this young woman is thinking her house is broken into. Somebody's going to try to steal her TV or whatever. She doesn't have a TV. There's nothing valuable in this apartment, right? So cops swoop in. This is during the off season in this area. And apparently they had nothing better to do, she's thinking, right? She's like, wow, this is, they have nothing better to do. They swoop in. They go They cover the back and the front of the building, so he can't get out, right? And they bring him out, and it's just like all hell broke loose for this victim. Meanwhile, she had called her boss at the office to say that she would probably not be at work in the morning and why. And so her boss shows up. She'd had one of the cops talk to her boss to make sure, because she didn't want to lose her job, right? She's like, talk to my boss, tell him what's happening, whatnot. Okay, her boss shows up, which is weird, right? That's weird. How many of y'all think that your boss is going to show up, right? No, that's not a thing. Except it is in certain situations. Okay, Adele, right on. So, okay. So they do the thing where they have the headlights really bright and they have her stand in a certain spot to okay, here you go. Here it is. What you need? Oh, right on. Go in your room.
What is that?
That's a football. Go in your room.
Oh, I like football.
I know you do. Okay, so they ask her if she's ever seen this guy before. She's like, no, I've never seen him. I have no idea who this guy is. No idea. So they cart him off. And then randomly up walks several of her coworkers, right? They come, the boss calls them to come too. Now, mind you, these are like ex-military people, all of that. And she's like, why are all my like coworkers and whatnot showing up? She doesn't know what's happening. She thinks this is just a regular break-in. Turns out it was not. This guy had an extensive history of breaking into women's houses. He'd see them at the grocery store. He'd see them wherever. Break into the house, lay in wait for them to come into their home. Thankfully, all of his former victims lived with men. And those men, apparently the last time that had happened, the woman's brothers beat the hell out of this guy. And this guy was out on bail. And the cops were just waiting for him to do it again. That's why they swooped in the way they did. Okay. The young woman didn't know all this. It wasn't in the news. There was no warning, is what I'm saying. So with her, thankfully, she understood that if you see that your house has been broken into, don't go inside. Go get help. Don't go inside. Try to be aware as best you can, because somebody can break in from the back, right? But this guy just happened to break in from the front, thankfully, because it turns out he was not good at all. So the victim has to appear for court as a witness to state that she never met the guy, didn't know his name, didn't know anything about him. She'd never talked to him. She had no interaction with this guy. Okay. She met the victim prior to her there in the courthouse. And everything's kind of a blur for me. I don't really remember a lot of the courthouse situation, but I do remember seeing my coworkers walking up and my boss and being thankful for them that they were there, because there were no victims advocates. There was just me there, knowing that my stalker was in the courtroom and knowing that he wanted to kill me. So when I saw my coworkers walk up for the court proceedings, and after the cops came in and grabbed that guy out of my apartment, yes, I was the victim. My coworkers and I decided that anytime we met someone who was going through what I was going through, we would help them with their stalker cases. And we would do this for free if needs be, because that night, I never stepped foot back inside my apartment. I moved out that night. I didn't go inside. My coworkers and their wives did. Law enforcement officers were beautiful. They helped me. They helped move my things out of the apartment. Because they realized how serious this guy was. So I moved into another place for a while. And then the effect that having a stalker like this has on you is profound. I suddenly didn't really talk very much to people. I didn't say anything to anyone about my stalker. Nothing. I didn't know how to explain to people what was happening or what had happened. Because how do you tell people some random freak decided he was going to kill me and absorb me into his body? That doesn't, there's no logical sense there, okay? So over the years, off and on, I have done this work because I have been there and I understand, at least to a degree, what it's like to go through it, at least with the type of stalker I dealt with. It is terrifying. I got lucky. My boss and my coworkers were amazing. They got me into therapy. I was stunned. My instinct is usually to fight, but in that situation, that was completely out of anything I knew anything about, right? I was just stunned. What do you say? And I think that I was stunned for like 2 or 3 years after that. It was a while. I just really was not talkative. You get kind of paranoid, like who can you trust? You become kind of standoffish. But I had my guys and I had my boss. And, I had friends and I was in shock. Yes, I was. So, when I say that I have a deep hatred for stalkers, that is an understatement. When I say that one of my most favorite hobbies is to build cases against stalkers, that's because it's also therapeutic for me. And I can say this now because I just found out. See, like 2 or 3 years ago, my stalker was let out of prison. He ended up going to prison for a long time. Not for stalking. But I just found out today that he died. He's dead. He's fucking dead. So now, being as he was let out of prison so that he could spend time with his mommy, I don't have to be afraid anymore, and all of his other victims don't have to be afraid anymore. And this has been going on since I was 19 or 20 years old. So for me, this is like, I don't even really know how to articulate that he's dead. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, I don't have to worry that he's going to break in my house. I can leave my house and come back, and he's not going to be here. These are the things that stalker victims go through. It has lasting effects. It doesn't just go away in like a year or two. Even like if the stalking has stopped, that fear is still there. So if it's Emily Artful or Creepshow Art, whoever it is, we don't know yet, right? Either one, whoever is the victim of the stalker is going to deal with the fallout from this probably for the rest of their life. So I'm really hoping that people can be understanding for the victim, whoever that turns out to be. I can't speak for what anyone else is going to do, but I know that I will rally around that victim because I've been there. And it sucks. Like, me just saying it sucks is just nothing compared to what it really is. Yes, indeed. And it's nice to be able to talk about it and not worry that he'll see it somehow, some way. Like, he's gone. He's dead. His mom is dead too. The reason he was able to do all the stalking of all of his victims was because he lived at home with his mommy and he didn't have to work. And she bailed him out. The reason he was able to break into my home was because she bailed him out of jail. That it's a kind of relief. It's kind of like I emailed back to make sure. Like, I'm like, have you seen his dead body? Excuse my language, but in the morgue. Like, have you confirmed? Do you know what I mean? Like, he might come back from the dead like Jason or something. It is what happened. You know, I'm not at all celebrating death, but this guy was escalating. And not in a good way. I don't either, and y'all know how I am about that. That is good news, but I still have to wonder, did he have more victims after he got out of prison? Like, yes, they can. Oh boy. So if you're out there and if you're watching this and if you're dealing with a stalker, you are not alone. There are lots of people out there who've dealt with stalkers. I have worked on so many cases that I can't even tell you how many. Because if I hear about someone who's being stalked from a friend or whoever, I'm like, you give them my number and I will help them. And when I say that I don't charge for it, I mean, you know, if they know who their stalker is, then I will have them, pay for a criminal background check and certain other things. But they're not paying me. Do you see what I'm saying? We need to, as a culture, come to understand that stalking does happen. It is a real thing. And many of these people do spend a majority of their time doing weird ass things that you're like, that doesn't even make sense. Why would somebody waste all their time doing that? That's what stalkers do, though. That's what they do. My stalker followed me everywhere I went. I've talked about my own case before. You guys just didn't know I was talking about me. He followed me from point A to point B to point C to point D and back home. So that's just what they do. Yeah, I kind of think so sometimes. Yeah, it's hard healing from it. It took a while for me to start talking again and whatnot. I mean, maybe that's where they got the idea from. I don't know. Maybe they got the idea of Norman Bates and his mother from stalkers like this. I don't know. But his mother and his father, man, he didn't have a job. He didn't work. When they were looking into him, he'd never had a job. He'd never had a job. He was in his 30s. He'd never had a job. Think about that. Not sad, just more like overwhelmed. I just found out about this. So like this morning, and that's part of the reason I was like cleaning a lot. So kind of, yeah, but I'm still, you know, yeah, it was. Hi, my name is Shelly. This is Words Have Power. Yeah, it was scary. It was really scary, especially when you don't have any, like, back then, there were no cell phones, there was no internet, there was no, there was no term for stalker. There was no understanding of how this happens and whatnot. So there really wasn't a lot of information out there. I had nothing to compare this to, right? Usually if somebody breaks in your house, they grab their stuff and they leave, right? Well, not in that situation. I was the stuff he wanted. In his mind, I was just stuff, right? Oh, wow. Really? Well then. Yeah, I'm sure there are quite a few people who are, it's not just me who's happy that this guy's gone. All of his victims are. Well, it's a process. It is definitely a process. Ballistic, are you okay? Was this like recently or what? Oh, your Wi-Fi died. Good Lord, I almost read wife and I just about jumped through the screen to see if you're all right. Dyslexia is a bitch. I mean, you might want to. You don't have to. Yes. And that is terrifying. That is terrifying because my stalker sounds kind of like I'm just saying. That's terrifying. Yeah, no, she didn't believe it. She, even with all the evidence, even with his handwritten notes that he left in the scene, she didn't believe him. He wrote out what he was going to do. I don't even. Well, thank you. It's for me, it's more, I don't know how to even describe it. Yet again, I don't really have the words to describe this. Like, I was stunned again, so I started cleaning, and then I was like it's been a weird week. So, well, I'm hoping that more of us will be stronger for understanding these situations happen. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, see, they were supposed to contact all of his victims and let us know ahead of time, and they didn't. The only reason that we found out was the detective who was on my case retired, and he passed the case off to the detective who replaced him and said, if this guy ever gets out, you have to call the victims and let them know. It's really important, right? And that detective did that. Never met the guy. Never met that officer. But he was like emailing all of us furiously. So, um, yeah, probably. Tell you what though, my house smells good and it's looking good. Um, so yeah, with the whole Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing, um, it's looking bad. I'm saying this as a person who's worked on a lot of stalker cases. It's looking really, really bad for Creepshow Art right now. But I'm gonna wait and see if any receipts are produced. Um, hold on, give me 1 second. Her Kindle's really loud. Hey, baby. Where are you? Okay. So you're trying to stand a little bit? Thank you. I love you. Huh? Yes, I do. Yes, you do. You're okay. Thank you, baby. Okay, so, I'm waiting to see what receipts come out. And see what happened. That's okay, Josh. You got, stuff to do. So I know that some people listen on the background. That's fine. Um, yeah, no, we were not human to him at all. So, um, as always, Sharemare is on it. I get you. It's dyslexia. Sometimes letters just don't look right to me. I swear you typed wife, and I was gonna be like, what? When? Thank you, Selfie Queen. I appreciate that really. At least I'm not the only one. That's good. Yeah, I still want to be an FBI profiler. That is just interesting. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, one would hope. One would hope. Yeah. Okay. Hydrate. Trigger your senses if you have also dealt with a stalker. Yeah. Shamer is really on it. We have to do a t-shirt with hydrate in it. Okay. I don't even know what indica is. I actually don't know what that is. Is that what is that? Okay, the chat keeps jumping on me, so I do apologize. I'm trying to catch up, but yes. Yeah. Lord, what I just man. Oh, what I've been seeing. And it isn't just Emily Artful. She is there's a lot of problematic behavior with other content creators and just a lot of not good behavior going on. Wait, what? The Informant? No, I don't really watch a lot of movies so much. Well, thank you, Ballistic. If Cradle of Filth ever goes in concert again, we may have to go jump in the pit and and have fun. So good in concert, just so good. Right. I kind of sort of have too, not since like '93, but like that's kind of part of the fields that I worked in. Mindhunters. Oh my god, I may have to go rewatch that. It's so good, so good. Yes, always. She's so smart. I've heard about that one. I've seen it around, but I have not read it yet. But I intend to. We should put that in the Discord library. Oh, okay. Right on. I don't know the names of things. I'm just, yeah, she wants all the toys and her Kindle as loud as humanly possible and have synesthesia. So it's like I'm walking through a wall of color. It's fun. Hello, Star Butterfly Fluffle 14. Hello. Wait, a summary of which movie? Hold on. I just read it. The Informant. Okay. I'll look into it, but I mean, Creepshow Art, man, she did not portray herself to be a bad person. But it's kind of looking not so good. It is looking, I don't know, man. When her own friends are like, what the fuck? And they're kind of stepping away, I don't know. Now, if you have a situation of false victimization, friends can be turned against the actual real victim and family and, coworkers, etc. That can happen. False victimization with a stalker is really, really tricky. It is a nightmare. As I said, these are my least favorite stalker cases to work on. I hate them. I hate everything about them. There's so much work to figure out who's doing what to whom for real. They can be extraordinarily tricky and sneaky, and they will try to preemptively create a situation where the actual victim can't defend themselves. And they'll look. People who do this really should be taken very seriously, and considering all the damage they do, it shouldn't be a slap on the wrist kind of situation. It should be, okay, this is just my opinion. I think they should be housed in mental health care facilities, and they should get all of the mental health care treatment and whatever meds they need, because these types of stalkers can damage just about every relationship that the victim has. They're bad, really bad. I'm doing good. It's been a weird day. I'm acclimating is what's happening. There's a lot of adjustment and acclimation going on. Thank you, Violet Witch. I appreciate you. I mean, so for the person who is being stalked, it's extremely stressful and chaotic, right? So for friends and family, significant other, I've seen a lot of marriages destroyed because for them, for a significant other, it is extremely stressful as well. And then, they may have the stalker may insinuate that the victim was cheating even when they were not, or any way they can damage relationships. A lot of them like to do that. So wait, who is this? Some new thing? Because there's been a lot going on, but I mean, it's hard to keep up really sometimes. She who and deleted her posts. um Yeah, Sharemare is just on it, dude. Creepshow Art. Okay. Is that a new Instagram story? Or is that the one that she made and then deleted and then it's like watching a tennis match, right? You're like, what the fuck? Now, here's the problem, and this is why this is so tricky to try to figure out. Creepshow Art could in fact be the victim, and she could be terrified, and she could be responding in a terrified way, or she could be the stalker and she could be responding in a paranoid way, also terrified. It just doesn't look good at all. Hold on 1 second. I can still see you, but I'm gonna go check. Did you say Instagram? See, I don't even know how to use Instagram. Okay. I have a message on Instagram. What the? Huh. Well, I mean, maybe she's the victim, but at this point, it does not. It does not look good. It actually looks really, really bad, but it can go either way, right? Oh, night, Wanda. Have a good night. Sleep good. That's true. That a lot of things get weird and fucked up on the internet, right? So, I mean, hello, Katsuki. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. All right, so from everything that I've seen, and granted, it hasn't been everything, right? Everything's not out there yet. So it's hard to make a legitimate assessment of what is actually happening when you don't have all the information. But from talking with Paris, or Paris is theater vamp, just so y'all know. He's been on the chat before. Um, um, from talking with IT experts, and it's not just Paris that I talked with. I have other friends who are also like, that's what they do, right? So from talking with them with the whole IP address thing and, just different aspects of this, it looks like there is a victim of stalking. My question is, who is that victim? And how can we give that victim support and respect and kindness, right? But then also understand what you're seeing when you're seeing all this play out. Stalkers do this. Stalkers spend a lot of time, setting up their victims, data mining for information on their victims, just a host of things. They become obsessed and addicted to that person, and whatever their motivation is, whatever their goal is with that victim, that's the main thing they're going to be worried about. They'll have other things like work and whatnot, maybe, etc. But their main focus, typically, that obsession, that addiction, is the victim. I mean, on which aspect? You got two people saying they're being stalked. Seriously, like not, somebody's looking at my Facebook page on occasion. I mean, for real, legitimately stalked. And Emily Artful says that she has like police reports and documents and whatnot. Look, if you know that you have a stalker, or as soon as you realize you have a stalker, do not communicate with them. Do not negotiate with them. Do not say anything to them. If you said to them, "I don't ever want to speak to you again," say nothing more. But it's even better if you don't even do that. Just say nothing. And then, save, do not delete, save everything. All of the correspondence, save it, put it in its own file. And if they start threatening you with great bodily harm, etc., and they start damaging your life, go to police, get those police reports. You should be able to ask for, oh shoot, I'm forgetting the term. You can ask for a copy of the police report. You can also ask for an item list. What's an item list? It's like a receipt that you had a police report. Oh, right on, Ballistic. I'm going to tell Paris that he has a fan club over here. We may have to do a t-shirt, the Paris fan club. Hydrate. Yeah, that did not make any kind of sense, really. And as someone who's worked on stalker cases, I was like, what? Like, okay. Like, even with that, I was like, how do you spoof IP address like that? In other words, I'm going to have Paris on here again, right? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Lord. Hold on. Okay. I had to turn the AC on. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's just hot. I couldn't handle it. Yes, he is. Yeah. Hey, baby. What you doing?
Hi, Mommy. I don't know.
You don't know. Don't jump on the bed. No jump. You can sit there if you want to.
I don't know.
Oh no. Words have power, take a vote. 1, we want Paris. 2, forget Paris. Really? I mean, he's one of my oldest friends. Well, one of them. But what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Are you being silly?
No.
No.
Daddy!
Hey, babe.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was locked in up front.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have texted me. You were home.
Well, I did the card trick.
Ah.
And then realized that I don't have force. I could just push the door open. So.
Yeah, yeah.
You live?
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Come here. Come here. Careful, you're gonna. Let's go change your diaper. Change your diaper.
Uh-oh.
Say love you.
Oh my goodness. Hmm. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, but it's like, well, thank you. She's adorable and she knows it. And she's smart. What? Yeah, that inside house doors are usually pretty easy to defeat. Yes, yes. I'm basically kind of waiting for, for everything to shake out. But Witchy Rose, that is a beautiful name right there. I'm gonna start like collecting names. They're just beautiful. So many people are speculating on so many things, and that's fine. That's fine. But until more information shakes out, it is difficult to say. It doesn't look good for Creepshow. It doesn't. Conflict, you are silly. Dude, truer words have rarely been spoken. It's just, I chose the weirdest time to jump on doing like YouTube content. It's been one thing after another, after another. I don't even understand. How do people behave like this? Like, I get it that for a lot of stalkers and whatnot, there's like a mental health aspect, but no, you have to go get your daddy. I'm just saying, you might want to Just say yes. Just, yes, that is true. It certainly seems that way. What's up, babe? Oh, right. I, so last year was bad. When did I start this channel? I don't even know. Hold on. Because I have to go over here. Maybe? I don't know. I don't even actually know where to find that information. Hold on. When did I start? Oh, September 5th, 2020. Okay, right on. Really? You know. Oh, when stuff starts coming out, the YouTubes will be broken. People will lose their minds. All the content creators will be making all the content. That is what will happen. I hope and I pray that some of these larger content creators with these huge platforms start talking about, stalking and educating people on stalking. That would be awesome. Whose dream? What? Thank you, Ballistic. It hasn't been that long, but it kind of seems like it's been 5 years. Just saying. Wow.
I'm here now.
So Marcus says hi.
And yes, what my shirt said is true. I did not do it. I wasn't there that day. You can't prove anything.
Is Dream another friggin' rabbit hole? Because Creepshow Art, she's a rabbit hole. There's a lot. Lord, look. Damn, there is a lot. I thought she was maybe like an unproblematic creator, but I was wrong, I think. Jesus Christ. Well, thank you. It's even more awesome knowing that we have like similar music tastes. That just makes it all the better. So. Hold on. Oh.
Some Minecraft YouTuber, but he's a whole different set of rabbit hole.
There's Minecraft YouTube?
Yes.
On YouTube. I thought that was on like Twitch or whatever.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I don't want to go there. I don't want to.
To Twitch?
To this other new rabbit hole. Jesus Christ.
There are so many rabbit holes.
I know.
You plugged
so many, and one leads to another, to another, to another, and I'm like, no. Where does it end? Oh my God, people. It's been 1 billion years since this virus started. Yes, I can confirm that time expanded. I feel like I've been in purgatory.
I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but you see all these grays that I have right here? Got all that during 2020.
Oh,
the 5 years that was 2020.
You don't even know yet. I haven't told you that. My stalker's dead.
Woo!
He's dead. He
Woo!
died last week. I just was told. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome news.
Marcus knows about the stalker, but I don't tell everyone kind of thing. Well, now I have.
Army.
Whatever.
Price conflict. Army.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that people who have a history of stalking should not be allowed to have computers and smartphones and all that. It just should be a no.
Do I have decent taste in music too? I like to think so.
Yeah. He does like some weird stuff, but you know. See, okay, there's Paris. Theater Vamp is Paris.
Yes.
Just FYI.
Not Paris Hilton.
No.
That's where my mind. I say my mind works by association. So I hear Paris. I don't think Paris France. I think Paris Hilton.
No. This has been a weird stream for me. Like really weird.
You're welcome. I only make it weird.
And now my stream has been taken over by Paris.
By who?
Paris. He has a fangirl club on here.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that jawline, dude. I don't got that jawline. Dude, oh my god.
I'm a wing woman. What?
I realized this morning just how much that I've lost weight.
Yeah.
Because normally these pants are like super tight to my weight. I put them on and they were like a little loose. I'm like, oh my god.
I told you you lost weight though.
It doesn't feel like I've lost weight though.
I mean, you're kind of slowly but surely taking my channel over because everyone wants you to come back on at some point. So heads up.
For those of you who like facial hair, we have me. For those of you who don't like facial hair, we have Paris.
Right. Yeah, but Paris, like Madonna and Cher. Yeah.
Minecraft new update is awesome. 1.8 is coming in the year's release.
Oh yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Stick around.
It's all right. It's okay. You're okay. Thank you, Shamir.
Shamir's awesome.
Yes. You an attention whore? No. Yes.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I mean, we can set something up. It was requested that you come back on to talk about more like security, like cybersecurity type stuff and whatnot. So,
He's got to go. It's date night.
Oh, right.
Have fun at date night.
Tell everybody to say hi, give them hugs and kisses for me, and junk. So we've had some new people on here, which is very cool. I hope that, in some small way, I've given people more information about how to deal with a stalker. And I will be doing more videos about stalkers and how to build your own case. I'm gonna have to use the overhead cam for that though.
Yeah, that's my setup.
Yeah, because it's hard to, show everything without.
If you get any other, we can do it Saturday.
Right on. Night, Theater Vamp. That one's for you, Marcus. So yeah, it's it's been a weird experience watching the Creepshow Art stuff and realizing that this is in fact one of those cases that I despise. I hate them with a passion. When more busts out about this, I will talk about it a bit more in depth, and I'll have more of a better understanding, and I'll be able to explain things better, and give you pointers on how to deal with this type of stalker. You know, the false victimization, delusional, etc. Um, at this point, it's kind of hard, but you know, uh, oh, well, tell Charlotte I said thank you. Charlotte is lovely,
Hi, Barry.
and she is not my boss. Um,
There's only one boss on this channel, and that is this woman right here.
Yes. Yeah, we do. I've noticed we kind of have that thing where we'll kind of not run into each other. We just kind of,
With me and you.
yeah, when we're walking around or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I have my spot. I just right here.
um, are you conflict? You are goofy, man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. I've never been in an adult film.
No. Yeah, there's Charlotte's channel. In case any of y'all have not been on her channel. Yeah, it's really nice of her. Actually, I really appreciate it. You know, I appreciate any channel that gives me a shout out because I'm just a baby channel at this point. You know, we're just tiny. But at the 500 subscriber count, Marcus, I get to put makeup on Marcus.
Yes, only a little bit. And then at 1,000, we're doing more.
Yeah, with the eyeliner and the mascara. Now the 1,000 one, I already have it planned out what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna look good.
Should I shave?
Yes.
I'm keeping
No.
the mustache and the goatee.
No.
I'm just gonna shave this side to make
Yeah.
this all clean.
Shade the sides and all that, yes, definitely. But like, I already have the palette picked out. I already know exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm just saying, you know,
Can't wait. I'm gonna look flamboyant. It's gonna be awesome.
I may also dye my gray roots some lovely color or something to celebrate.
The Philippines are gonna know us in about 12 hours. Question mark.
Huh? That's, you know, I've never been to the Philippines. Always wanted to go. I've been to Thailand.
My dad's been to the Philippines for work.
I had a girlfriend who was from the Philippines.
It's black eyeliner. Yeah, probably.
So there's Share Mare's channel. The guinea pigs are cuteness.
Mm-hmm.
They are so cute. You know what? I am all for men wearing eyeliner because it's not even fair how good it makes their eyes look. Like, it's not right.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, I have like natural eyeshadow going on. That's a thing.
Yeah.
And my eyebrows are on point,
Can you check
like
my
always. Yeah. Let me go back up. Anyway.
I know, he's got eyelashes for days.
Oh yeah. Maybe the pictures.
Days. It's not even right.
Hi everyone.
Hey, Mama T, how you doing? Seriously, I want to put makeup on Marcus's face. You don't understand. He's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, it'll look really good. Yeah, that travel ban, man. Hey, Jennifer Falk, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. It's good to see Mama T on here. Good to see all y'all on here, though. Men have the best. Dude, his eyelashes are. It's not fair. He doesn't really need mascara. He doesn't need false eyelashes. They just. It's not right, y'all. It's not right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm also worried. Part of me is kind of worried. Okay, so with the Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing, I hope that things just stay calm, stay chill, and things do not escalate. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hey, Stacy. Hope you're doing good. Hope I can help your work day go by a little bit better. You vote for hair color. I will totally do that because my hair is like, it's coming in white. So perfect for dyeing. like purple or blue or something. Maybe we can take a poll and decide what color to do. I would be totally down for that. That would have to be at the 1,000 mark though, because I'd have to grow my hair out. So you have no leg hair. I can't stand leg hair, man. Especially here in the summer. Oh, no. You. We've been on for 1 hour and 35 minutes. I kind of had a big update. Trying to help educate people about stalkers. You know, all that good stuff. I can't see. Is Josh still here or is he going live? What the hell? What is happening? Oh boy. You know, it'd be great if KJ would keep her ass out of all this shit. That'd be great. Does anyone know if Josh is going live here soon? I don't know if he's still on here. Okay, the chat jumped. Every once in a while, the chat just goes boop, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is even happening? Well, I mean, you know, I could do like an ombre thing where the one color goes into the other color. That may be cool. Oh, so I'm doing TikTok videos. After I'm done here, I will make more videos over on TikTok. And I'm over, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna try to do this before. Yeah, I'm over 1,000 followers on TikTok. So those are just like quick little videos. I'm like slowly figuring that out. But apparently I can go live on there now too, so I might see if I can hook the two of them up. And it jumped again. Damn it. Hold on. Rainbow words have power. Actually, I kind of like that. Violet Witch, you might have inspired something. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? I just sent a note to check. Right on. I know he's probably going to go on at some point. So there's Josh's channel. Yeah, I mean, KJ is just all up in this shit, and not all the information is out yet. Like, the way she's hitting it is way too hard. You have 42 followers on TikTok? Dude, I just have been posting like 3 or 4 videos, or, you know, whatever, every once in a while, and apparently people are liking what I'm throwing down. So, really, some of the videos, I'm just trying to boost what, like, people of color are saying, and indigenous people, and, you know, just trying to help them get their message out. So, yeah. Okay, before we go tonight, I was bitched at because I didn't show right. I get you, Josh. Would you go with your sunset eyeshadow? Where's that powder? It would. Right. Right on, I get you. So, so this is the palette that I used today. And a friend of mine kind of challenged me to something. So I used these 4 colors right here. And it turned out pretty good, actually. I usually wouldn't use a brown like that because that's a bit much. I'm really pale. But it turned out really good. So I like this palette. So in this challenge, you have to use all of the colors on the palette and you try to use them in quads. So 4 colors, right? So I'm not, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Maybe like this tomorrow. I don't know, but you have to do it in like the squares. So then you get all the different combinations of the shadows. So I'm gonna be stuck on this palette for a while because. So that ought to be interesting. Oh Lord, KJ's chin. Right on. Yeah, that palette in particular is so good. It is so good. Good for work, and then you can spiff it up for more of a glam type thing. And also in this challenge, the challenge is to use the lipsticks that you have that you don't normally use, but use them anyway. So a different lip each day. So today I'm wearing Dreamsicle, and it's a neutral, but on me it's almost too pale. Almost. I don't know. It's good. I like this. It stays on good. I know, right? And I'm limited to ColourPop and Jovia's place, right? So, but man, they both have some amazing palettes out there. I'm like, oh, I want them all. But wait, I have quite a few. I need to use the ones I have. Like, uh, it's really weird for me to see, like so many palettes. Like with Jovia's place. Oh my god, man! Some of their palettes are like those bright greens and all that. I'm like, oh yes, oh yes. So yeah, the next part of the challenge is like after you use all of the colors in that one palette, then you redo it and use them again, but with a pop of color. So yeah, so that'll be interesting. Oh Lord. Right, right. Well, this is a thing that a promise I made to a girlfriend of mine was that I would wear makeup every day, of some kind. So I've been doing that. Yeah, Notoriously Morbid. That they look really intriguing. Um, I see with my skin allergies and sensitivities, I don't know if I'd be able to wear it, but they are really tempting. Really tempting. There's a lot of indie brands out there where I'm like, oh man, I'd like to at least do like a skin patch test and see if I could use their stuff. Because, if I'm allergic, there's really not a point in me investing in that. Really, all the palettes and makeup I do have, I have it to wear on here for y'all. So, and I get to play, a little bit of meditation time. But yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot. This is the Truth Balm lip oil that I love so much. I love it so much that we got backups, which I don't normally do. But tons of their samples I could send you. Really? Ooh. I would not turn that down. I just got a text from police wife life. She in fact has suffered a small stroke. Let her know that we're all thinking about her, and I hope she's okay. Ask her what kind of live stream she likes. We'll do a live stream just for her. Whatever it is she wants to hear about. Is it a movie, a book? I don't care. I'll do it. Right on, right on. I've seen them around for a while. I just, was afraid to like buy something. Then I could just give it to my oldest daughter. That'd be fine. Yeah. Oh, Shamir. The multichromes with them, so good. So good. Hey, Michelle Marie. How you doing? You can never have too many neutrals. Yeah, I love the bright colors, man. Look. This another one. With Jovia's place, we went to Ulta and I was gonna grab a couple of the Jovia's place palettes. They only had 2 in the store. So I got this one. This palette is amazing. Like a little bit goes a long way, man. And this pink, my camera is not doing this justice. It's like neon. It is bright. It is beautiful. And if I'm not mistaken, a black woman owned business. So big plus. I will be getting more Jovia's place at some point. And this is the mauves, or what is this? The berries. This is a beautiful palette too. Absolutely love these palettes. Like when I say a little bit goes a long way, these palettes are gonna last for a while. And they're just ridiculously pigmented. So good. And no allergic reaction, no skin sensitivity, nothing with ColourPop or Jovia's place. Yeah, I've been wondering how she's doing. Hopefully she gets better, quickly and recovers fully. Yeah. Once I get done with California Love, the challenge with that palette, then I have to try to include different pops of color in it. So that'll be interesting. I have to figure out like the palette I'm gonna work with on that. Right, I love multi-chromes, man. They're like candy. Like I just want to eat them. Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to update her on the prayer section of the Discord. Glad I could help. Oh Lord, Michael Jackson glove. Right. Everyone wanted that glove back then, though. And the jacket. The jacket was the big thing. Yeah, I like a nude eye with a pop of color. And then I like just like all the bright colors on my eyelids. It just depends. 1984, you were yet to be born. Are you trying to make me feel old? Yeah, no, that's, man, you know, I mean, I kind of want to do something on like one stream a week where it's just we joke around, we just hang out, we goof off, nothing serious, and just, relax. Because things are fucking insane on YouTube right now and on the internet in general and in the world, right? So, so seriously, let her know if she wants like a particular live stream about something or whatever. I'll do it. It's not a problem. Oh, with the lights, right. Well, she can listen if she would like. And I can read out all the chats for her. Thank you, Michelle Marie. It's weird. I don't really see myself as being gorgeous. That's not how I see myself. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's just the makeup. What is cheese toasty, Ballistic? You were born in 1985. I was born in 74. I don't want to hear it. So for me, when it turned, when the year turned to 1984, people were making the joke about the book, right? And I'd already read the book, and I was like, no, people, that's not a joke. Don't joke about that. It's not funny. 77, right on. 2.5 years before Woodstock. Wow. One of my mom's best friends was at Woodstock, and apparently he witnessed one of the babies being born. So that was interesting. Still jealous of that. Seeing all those bands. Right on. We can do that. We can definitely do that, Josh. 86. That was an interesting year. You graduated from high school in 86. Right. Yeah. Maybe I'll schedule, because I usually go on, like I have content creators whose streams I like to go on. So I usually start my stream about 10 or 15 minutes after Charlotte ends with her stream. Even if I'm not in the chat, I'm listening, while I'm getting ready or getting baby girls settled. 67, right. I mean, in theory, you are, but, born in 88. Oh, Lord. I feel so old. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Cheese toasty, melted cheese on toast. That sounds good, and my brain stopped for a minute. I may have to have that. I may have to go make a grilled cheese sandwich, actually. Oh, I'm going to make a really good grilled cheese sandwich in a minute. The mommy kitty at work moved her kittens. Oh, Lord. I mean, I would just take them home if there's a raccoon coming after them. I'm weird about cats, though. I cannot have cats in any situation that might be dangerous, so I'm surprised I don't have 10 cats right now. I'm not even kidding. Interesting story. One of my, when I was a kid, my mom's house, one of the neighbors abandoned their house and left their cat there with them, with the house. So I ended up grabbing the cat, who already likes me, right? And went up to my mom and was like, "Can I keep this cat?" And my mom was like, "Well, if you give her a bath, sure." So I marched my little ass up the stairs and gave the cat a bath. And her name was Itty Bit, and she was my cat for, I think she was like 16, 17 years old when she passed away. So yes, I will randomly bring cats home. Yeah, right? A lot. A lot. One lady I knew, her and her wife decided to conceive a baby at Woodstock, and they did. And they never really knew who the dad was. They were just like, "We want to have a baby." And the guy was like, "Okay, I'll help you." Interesting time. I look younger than you. I think that's the Cherokee genetics. I really do, because I am aging really slowly. On a grill, I usually just like make grilled cheese in like a pan or on a skillet or something. Wait, hold on. The chat jumped on me again. Jesus. Right. God, I miss the lakes sometimes. I really do. The lakes up there are ginormous. Gouda and provolone and ham. I hate you right now. Thankfully, I think I have all that in my fridge, so that might be what happens. KJ is trying her. Why? For? All the information isn't even out yet. Well, the Duggars must be relieved that she's obsessing on someone else right now. Oh, that's sad. Foxes do not play. Wild foxes. That is true. And a lot of babies were born during Katrina. I can confirm because I actually helped deliver 2 babies. Something like that. 2 or 3, I don't remember, because I was sleep deprived. But yes, there were babies born and conceived. Yep. Can confirm. I also had to deal with a stalker after Katrina, motherfucker. Look, that was not the time for a stalker to show up in my hotel coming after one of my guests. Good Lord. I think he got the hint when I put my hand on my gun and was like, "Look, you're going to leave. This is what's going to happen. You will leave right now." Oh, man. Not the time, not the place. Yeah, I would want to take that mama and her kittens home, at least until the kittens are older, you know what I mean? Or something. Like, I wouldn't be able to leave them where they could get hurt. I'm weird with cats, man. You don't mess with a cat around me. Dogs too, but it's more so cats for me. But tomato on the grilled cheese. I've done that before. It's pretty good. What other thing? There was something else I liked on grilled cheese. I can't remember now. I don't even know how to do that. Like, I'll have to talk with someone and figure out how to do it. But then also her voice is like nails on a chalkboard, and it hurts. So Huh. Might have to check that out sometime. She's doing the very thing that she's bitching about being done to her, and it is just really irritating. But oh, you had to remind me of tomato soup, because grilled cheese sandwich dipped into tomato soup is so good. It is so good. Not a good look. Not a good look. And protect your thumbs and don't make eye contact when she is mad. This is true. You guys have seen a little bit of my temper. Not a lot, but Worcestershire sauce. I have never tried that, but that actually does kind of sound good. I know. I was thinking about getting a guinea pig or something for baby girl, but we have 2 cats. I'm not sure how my cats would respond. Might be okay, might not be such a good thing. Oh, their eyes aren't open yet. Oh my goodness, that's when they're like the absolute cutest little roly-polies. Wait, what? Tries to be nice? She doesn't try to be nice when she covers anybody. That nice is not part of her vocabulary. Like, no. I mean, I was able to read it, so it doesn't matter. You spelled it fine. Yeah, that's true. I had one of the warehouses I worked in one time. We had a stray cat and her kittens, and we just put them in the office and with a litter box and all that, and closed the door at night. That way they wouldn't, get hurt or anything. Because I basically was like, look, I'll quit right now, or we can take care of these cats. I mean, it's up to you. And then I would just bring her home because me. I would imagine just a little tiny bit would go a long way. That's all she does. She does a lot of backtracking. Cats, to me, you don't have a house. You don't have a home until you have a cat or a dog or, I don't know. Roasted garlic. That was what I would put on grilled cheese sandwiches. Roasted garlic, a tomato. Good. Really good. Yes. Yes, she is. Yes, indeed. Y'all are making me hungry, dude. All right, so it's been a little over 2 hours, so I'm gonna get going. I know Josh might jump on and have his stream next. Oh, bacon. Shamir. You had to say bacon. Mm. What? Wait. She doesn't think about her viewers. She doesn't think about anything but her bank account. What the fuck? Mama kitties. And what's interesting is she must have thought that y'all were safe if she decided to stash her kittens there. So that's kind of a compliment. Because usually mama cats are really careful, I've had that happen here. I've had mama cats have their kittens under my house, and I'm like, y'all could have just come inside, and I got food. Like, I got food for y'all. Like, she's a whole nother ball of wax. And when I was talking about the Creepshow Art, Emily Artful thing, I was going to say there might be a third party involved, and there is really. KJ. There you go. But there could be even another person involved. There's no telling, and nobody's going to know until more receipts and whatnot comes out. So, right on, right on. Dogs, I'm allergic to some dogs and not others, and I forget which ones I'm not allergic to now. So, right. Y'all are making me hungry. All right, I'm gonna go make grilled cheese sandwiches now. Thanks a lot. I was gonna make something else, but here we are. Right on, right on. I cannot resist the kittens. I just can't. Yeah, please do. It's okay. You have the right to say no. Your no should be respected. My stalker is dead. I'm not normally happy when people die, but I am in this case. If you have a stalker, watch the videos I've already done about stalking. There are other people out there fighting the good fight and trying to educate people as well. No, she is not. And we're going to be working on more merch the next couple of days because I need a cup. I need one cup out of my merch. That would be great. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, hit all. I'm also over on TikTok, Words Have Power. And we have all of the social medias and emails. And I can't think of anything else. But thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody's doing okay. We're praying for Police Wife Life. Hopefully she feels better soon. And I think, Josh, are you going on? Are you doing a live stream? Do you want to put like a link or something in here? Or another link to your channel? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's a huge deal for me. And for all of his victims. And to any of his victims out there, one of them actually watches my channel. Man, I'm sending you hugs. It's weird. And I love you. And hope y'all are doing good. Okay, so go, I don't know if Josh is going to do a stream tonight. Let me see what he says real quick before we go. Yeah, okay, right on. And Sharemare has his link to his channel up already. Okay, so that's Josh's channel. Usually his streams are really like relaxed and all that too. So it is, but it's also good. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll go check out the kitty pictures in just a second. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye. See you later.